Hello, and a warm welcome to all of you present here to the Kushala Family Quiz. And this week is our Malgudi edition. And I think the song was so evoking of nostalgia. And I'm guessing many parents in the group would also relate to at least the classic Malgudi tune. The stories of Swami and friends really enlivened our childhood with multiple, adventures of Swami and his galore of friends. Right. So we are absolutely thrilled to present to you our 91st edition of our Kushala Family Quiz, and we are very honored to have the man himself, Master Manjunath, who acted as Swami in the classic series that was shot during the 1980s and virtually, caught our imagination. So we're looking forward to present to you this special edition of the quiz. So welcome each and every one of you from across the country joining in for the Malgudi edition of our Kushala Family Quiz. So those of you joining in for the first time, my request is please kindly, put it on chat and let me know which part of the city you're joining in from, your name. We do have a special prize for the people joining in for the first time. Secondly, all the participants of the quiz get a wonderfully it's a digitally autographed postcard from Master Manjunath. So we will be ensuring that it will come to all of you. So please ensure, when you have given your addresses and so on at Paytm Insider. If you have not, just put it on chat so that we have it on our records, right? So we'll just wait for a couple more minutes. We start the quiz every week at 11:30. It's 11:30 on my clock, and we start out with a small mindfulness meditation practice. This is to kind of center all ourselves into the quiz. So my request to all of you joining in, take a moment and close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. And as you're breathing in and breathing out, try to bring your attention and center your attention to the tip of your nose, right? So take a moment, breathe deeply, exhale, and as you're inhaling and exhaling, bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Calm yourself. You might hear some distraction, some background noise. Acknowledge it, but bring your attention back to the breathing. Now you may slowly open your eyes and welcome all of you to our special edition quiz, the Malgudi edition of our family quiz. All of you joining in, a quick instruction. If you're joining in for the first time for our family quiz, do let us know on chat your name, which city you're joining in. There is special prizes for the first timers. Secondly, there are 10 lucky draw winners. So wait till the end, the last question of the quiz. We'll have Master Manjunath letting us know who the 10 lucky draw winners are. And you get yourself a copy of this beautiful book with an autograph of Master Manjunath. So wait it out. Just by the virtue of participation, you do win, stand to win a prize. And then there are, of course, the top 10 winners go home with some amazing books autographed by Master Manjunath. So this is the fair for today. So during the course of the quiz, we would have muted the prompts of all the participants just so that the background noise doesn't affect the proceedings of the quiz. And as I mentioned, if you're for the first time, do let me know on chat. Give me a sense of the name and which city. I know for a fact that many of you, some of you are joining in from Chandigarh, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai. Superb. Great to have you all. So we have Madhavan joining in. We have Girish Pawar and family joining in from Singapore. Super great to have all of you join in to our family quiz. Now, a quick heads up. Please unmute yourself when you're asked. We will pick one family in random to give away answers to the questions that will be asked today. The quiz will run on the Kahoot platform, and I will tell you the game pin, and you may have to just keep one device handy to go to Kahoot, and I'll give you a game pin which you need to key in. So if you do not have a device, extra device, don't worry. Just go to the browser and go to www.kahoot.it, and we will tell you the game pin. Right. So there is a reward for your consistency. So at Kushala, if you are regular at the family quiz, every week we do have prizes for those of you who are regular. So and we will collect the highest score for the regular participants, and that person will be awarded a Steady Champ award. Right. So exact same time for every family quiz on Sundays. Some of your weekly scores will be tracked, and monthly and annual winners of the family quiz will get exciting prizes. So this is, we believe that knowledge compounds. So the more you're regular at it, it's almost like exercise, right? You're regular, you keep yourself fit. So is being curious, getting to know about the world. And we think that being part of the family quiz, those who are regular need to be acknowledged. So here a Steady Champ for all of you. And a hearty thank you for all our partners, starting from Penguin Duckbill, Monks on Wheels, and Funky Rainbow for collaborating with us for this fun edition of our quiz today. So one word, our partner Monks on Wheels. So they are having some very interesting trek to Agumbe, the place where the filming of the whole Malgudi series happened. So they are actually doing a trek from 25th and 26th, Monk on Wheels. And, you guys we'll share a link and you can go and check it out. So it's almost reliving the Malgudi days as a trek. So this is happening from 25th to 26th. And that's our partner, Monk on Wheels. From Funky Rainbow, the boys who created Malgudi, the story of the two brothers, R.K. Narayan and R.K. Lakshman. So this is a fantastically illustrated book. You can take, we'll be sharing the link of the book on the chat. You have 10% off, a special discount for all the participants of today's quiz. And you can get yourself a copy of this book by Lavanya Karthik. In fact, Lavanya Karthik was part of the family quiz as well. So our partner, Funky Rainbow, check out funkyrainbow.com. They are, almost, a traveling bookshop, and they have over 4,000 titles of children's authors and books from across the world, and largely a lot of Indian authors. And we really highly recommend you check out them. There is a special 10% off for all the family quiz members today. FR10, if you put that discount code, you will be able to get this. We would highly recommend checking Funky Rainbow out. What's at stake today? All participants get a Malgudi Days special postcard, a personalized message, and a digital autograph by Master Manjunath delivered to your home. So you get yourself a small memorabilia as a memory of today's quiz. Right, and what's at stake for the top 10 winners? There's top 40 winners and 10 lucky draw winners. So out of the participants today, top 40 winners, get yourself a copy of an Malgudi Days delivered home with a special autograph by Master Manjunath. And lucky draw winners, 10 lucky draw winners. By the virtue of participating in the quiz, you stand to win a prize as well. So there's a last one which I'm going to add. before we jump into the quiz itself. Social media contest, tag Qshala and use hashtag Swami at Qshala. One lucky draw winner announced in the sub-junior edition that happens today at 3 p.m. For students from 1st to 3rd standard, you can log in and we will announce the prize winners. You can take a photo of the quiz, whatever you liked, whatever feedback you may have about the quiz, go tweet it out, and we will, have one lucky draw winner. Hashtag Swami at Qshala, right? So that's what we have for social media contest today. So how do you feature the top 40 winners? Go to Kahoot, and Kahoot generates the leaderboard. And that's how the leaderboard for today's quiz will be generated. Just a quick instruction for all of you joining in for the first time. We use Kahoot for the answer platform. Just go to www.kahoot.it and key in the game pin that I'm going to share. Please use the same name as you've used in the Zoom call or you've used in the Paytm Insider link so that we can track you specifically for giving away your prizes. And the game pin is 9884760. So just a quick instruction, go to www.kahoot.it. We recommend you have a separate device apart from what you're using for the Zoom call, just so that the user experience is a lot more interactive. If you don't have that, that's fine. Go to www.kahoot.it on a browser and key in 9884760, and we should be in a position to start rolling the quiz, right? So let's, quick instruction. And once you're there, questions will come in any of these formats: a type in answer, puzzle question, true or false, or a direct question. And you need to click on one of these options to indicate your answers. And I'll explain the rules, and we'll have Master Manjunath asking the questions of the first round of the quiz, which will be the Malgudi round. The structure of today's quiz: we have Malgudi round, followed by a long visual connect, and a mixed bag that will conclude the quiz with. So get ready, all of you, for today's quiz. And now, the moment we were all waiting for is to introduce to you all Master Manjunath and our own beloved Swami. Let me tell you, it's absolutely gracious of Master Manjunath to accept our invitation to being part and really engage with our family community, our family quiz community today. Master Manjunath, and his real name is Manjunath Nayakar, is an Indian actor, public relations professional. He's better known for all of us through his screen name, Master Manjunath or Swami, for his, of course, lead role in the classic television series Malgudi Days, that was directed by noted actor and director Shankar Nag, and his the film version of Swami and Friends. Master Manjunath, who started acting at a young age of 3 years, has been part of over 68 films in many languages, including Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi. He's played the role of young Vijay Dinanath Chauhan in the famous movie starred by Amitabh Bachchan, Agnipath, in the year 1990. And he later co-starred alongside noted actor Momoti in the 1992 Telugu film Swati Kiranam. He has won 6 international, 1 national, and a state award. And it's indeed an honor and privilege for us at Qshala to really have Master Manjunath, who kind of really was somebody who we all related to. Almost when we read Malgudi Days and we'd seen the series, every time we saw Swami, it was Master Manjunath's face that truly kind of, created that imaginative world of Malgudi for all of us. So thank you for that. And thank you for being part of this quiz today. Over to you, Master Manjunath. Thank you so much for being part of the quiz.
Good morning, and thank you, Raghav, and good morning to all of you. Really thankful for all of you to have joined today's quiz, and I'm really happy that Qshala is doing this. And thanks for the introduction, generous introduction. And I'm really I'm glad, I'm honored that I had the opportunity to act in such wonderful roles. And I'm really thankful to the directors and the heroes of those movies who gave me the platform and the opportunity to showcase my talent. So thank you.
Super, sir. Master Ranjan, if you can tell us, how was your schooling days like? You started acting at a young age of 3 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
So it kind of, we want to know, how was your schooling? How did you manage acting and schooling pressures? How was it?
No, it was very tough. But the fun part is for me going to shooting sets or acting in front of a camera was much more normal than going to school, because school I would go now and then. I'd miss a lot of chapters. So there I think I owe a special thanks to my childhood friend, my LKG friend Ravindra. He was a brilliant student, and he literally like would tag team for me and ensure that I caught up. And of course, a shout out and a big thanks to my teachers, especially one Miss Girija, who really went. I mean, all these people really went out of their way to ensure that I at least passed. I was not a very, good student, but if the day, any exam I got more than 50%, it was celebrated as if I've got a rank. That's how happy everybody was that I not only passed, but I crossed 50%. So yeah, it was tough. But one advantage I had was because I had to memorize a lot of lines, my short-term memory was really good. So just 1 or 2 days before the exam, I would really, and this is not what I'm encouraging the rest of you kids to do. You should really learn the subject. But I used to be really good at short-term memory, so I would somehow get away with it. But of course, later, I had to do correspondence right from 10th. I couldn't go to school. And there I really learned the importance of understanding the subject, being thorough with the knowledge of the subject, and write on your own. And that really helped me finish, my literature, economics, and of course, masters in sociology.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Great to hear that, Master Manjunath. So we are ready. I think about 72 of them have joined
Awesome.
in. We have a couple of them still on call who need to. So just for the benefit of all of you, we are going to share the code also. It's 9884760. If you get logged out, don't worry. You can log in anytime. So go to www.kahoot.it and you can key in this game pin. Just for all of you who are joining in, just sharing this, and we'll share it on chat as well. And with no further ado, we will kickstart today's Malgudi edition of the quiz. Just a second, I just wanted to ensure the share sound button is through also. Here it is. Wonderful. So we are ready, and here it comes. The first round is, of course, the Malgudi round, and today's junior family quiz. 3, 2, and 1. So 7 questions. We thought we will start with that classic tune of the Malgudi. Right. So we thought it's just, almost symbolic to start.
Yeah. It's, I mean, even today, wherever, even if it's a ringtone, it just brings back such fond memories. And, you just feel, you feel a sense of happiness. So thanks for starting with that.
Superb. And there are 7 questions on this round, and Master Manjunath will be the one who will be reading out the questions for all of you. Get ready. And first question on your screens now.
Swami and his friends spent their evenings at the banks of which river that also flowed through Ayodhya in Ramayana? It's a 6-letter word, and it's really nice. So I'll repeat the question again. Swami and his friends spent their evenings at the banks of which river that also flowed through Ayodhya in Ramayana? For those of you who think or if you want to remember, this is where Swami would bribe Rajam with Nimbu ka achar. And the funny part is, none of us liked Nimbu ka achar. We didn't like it at all. But for the movie, or for this one, Swami loved Nimbu ka achar. But at the end of the shoot, I started liking it too. So I think we're almost, there's still 194 seconds.
Yeah, lots of people have answered the question. In no particular order, can we request Ishani Mishra to take a crack at this answer, please? Ishani, we've unmuted
Ishani,
you.
are you online?
We've unmuted Ishani. Ishani, can you go ahead and give out the answer to Master Manjunath? Okay, looks like she's not in a position to answer it. Let's invite Shlok Venkatraman to give out this answer, please. Over to you, Shlok. Shlok, are you in a position to answer?
Hi, Shlok.
Yeah, we have unmuted Shlok as well. For some reason, Shlok, are you in a position to hear us? If you can just get your audio in place. Okay. Somehow we are not in a position to get Shlok also on call. Just trying to get sure. Okay, so just in the interest of time, can we get Adya to give out this answer? Adya Arna, just getting you unmuted. Okay, it seems like there is echoing of sound. Adya, if you can just repeat that answer to us. Right, Adya, if you can, we've unmuted you. If you can just repeat the answer.
Is this Saryu River? Saryu River.
So her answer is Saryu River. Master Manjunath, what do you think?
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
Thank
It
you
is
so
Sarayu
much.
River.
Thank you.
Right. So I'm just kind of ensuring that any other variations are also considered. We will just be lenient here. Okay, super. Yeah. Master Manjunath, just wanted to hear your views on the fact that the filming of the movie happened at Agumbe, which is quite a mountainous region in Karnataka. So just was curious, what were some of the stories of getting shooting at that time and shooting now? And what would I mean? I would have considered like getting equipment to that place would have
Absolutely.
been difficult. And if you could share some experiences from that time.
Absolutely. It was a tremendous challenge for us because, again, for most of the kids on this chat, you may not even know that we didn't even have mobiles or any kind of communication other than there is one telephone for the entire village of Agumbe in the post office. So you had to actually book a trunk call, as in you had to actually ask them to call certain exchanges to connect calls. So we really didn't, we had very limited ability to communicate to Bangalore or anywhere else to get anything. And the entire village of Agumbe had only, everything was in one single digit. So one restaurant, one, barber shop, one provision store, everything was in single digit. So anything we needed, we had to go about 20 odd kilometers to either Sringeri or Tirthalli. So challenging would be an understatement because and all the villagers there are very absolutely not interested in watching the television or filming of the series because they had fields to go to work. So we had a huge challenge in getting the people to act as villagers or to walk in the background and all. So it was a Herculean task because we literally our lighting guys, our makeup guys, everybody doubled up as a background guy who walks this way with the shirt on and then he'll remove the shirt and walk back as somebody else. So apart from that, those of you who know that region, the earth there is laterite formation, which means it's porous and it's very pokey. And Swami obviously didn't have any footwear. except Rajam, who had like good shoes and all that. So we used to be so jealous of him because he would get away with walking or being comfortable, right, while the rest of us were really really miserable. And initial days were very difficult, but once you got used to it, it was really brilliant. And of course, again, many of you may not know, Agumbe is also known for two other things. One, it was called the Chirapunji of the South. It receives like a tremendous amount of rainfall, and it's also known as the king cobra capital of the world. So regular snakes were a relief to see, and if you saw regular snakes running away or moving fast, we were told to run along with them because there's a king cobra coming to eat them. So it's very funny to see that you're not scared of the regular snake, whereas you're joining the snake in running away from wherever the king cobra was. So there are some hilarious moments. So a lot of fun, and it also has a small river, so that's where we used to have bath and get ready in the morning, and a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. This is very, very interesting. Of course, there is the very famous research station on King Cobra there as well. Wow,
Yeah.
fantastic. This is, didn't know about this.
And those of you who are scared of snakes, trust me, until you see a king cobra, you have not seen a snake, or you have not felt the fear until you see one. It is like mind-blowingly beautiful, lovely it is, but then it's very scary.
Super. So wonderful, Master Manjunath, for getting us that view of how the whole Agumbe shooting was like. And we have Shivani, who is a government exam aspirant from Madurai, who wants to ask a question for you. Over to you, Shivani.
Hi, Shivani. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, sir. So I can't believe that finally got the opportunity to talk with you. Me and my mother were fans of your Swami and friends.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to ask you one question, sir.
Please do.
Sir, how do you feel when people still call you as Swami?
It feels really nice. And for a long time, I reacted to that name also. So if somebody in a crowd would call out Swami, I would turn back and see, because it had become so synonymous with me. Like anywhere across India I used to go, they used to just have the most wonderful smile and warmth when they reach out to me and say, Swami, you're so cute as Swami, or you've done such a good acting as Swami, because I feel they could relate their childhood or the child in them in Swami. So they would really, and I was really blessed. There's no other way to explain it. I was really blessed to have got that role, because, through that role, I've received so much of warmth and love from mothers and sisters and friends across India. And they feel, and it's instantaneous. The moment they know that I am Swami of Malgudi Days, suddenly the whole approach, or the way they look at me, or the way they speak to me, everything changes, instantly changes. And I'm really glad, because it's almost 30 odd years since this series was aired. And even today, if people are able to recognize or even relate to me, it feels really nice and special.
Thank you, sir.
And best of luck for your government exam. I'm assuming you want to do a government job exam. So best of luck for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Super. Thank you, Shivani, for that this one, and thank you, Master Manjunath. And here goes our Swami. Here's your next question.
It's like we need the TikTok sound, to scare people. So Samuel, Swami's friend, is often associated with which green vegetable due to his short height? It's either a 3-letter word or a 4-letter word, but he's very like everybody calls him that. And if you just to kind of refresh your memories, in the first episode, Swami and I think Somu get into a fight, and this Samuel is the one who kind of tries to split us apart, if you ever remember those things. So what is the green vegetable that Samuel is called? Because he's short in height.
Right. So in no particular order, some of them who've just answered on chat, can I have Abhijay Arvind to take a crack at this answer?
The
Over to you.
answer is, I think the answer is P.
Perfect. That's absolutely right, Abhishek. So we used to call him Mutter or Peas or P. Mutter was what we used to call him.
Wonderful. For Abhijay, you want to introduce yourself, where you're joining us from?
I'm joining from Bangalore. I study in Sri Kumaran Children's Home.
Very nice. Which standard are you in?
6th.
Nice.
Wonderful. And peace is the right answer. And we, in fact, just as a point of reference, one of our heart and soul of our family quiz is actually Vaishnavi. We interestingly called her Entu Batani, which is also very similar to the piece. So just reminded of all this things. So here goes. We have Rohan, all too well, who's taking up the lead. Followed by Rahul Acharya, Anumega Datta, Sachin, and Trivikram in the top 5. And Suryanshi is the highest climber. Good going, all of you. And the next question is going to come up on your screens. And just kind of ensuring, cool. Right. So the next question on your screens right now.
Okay. In Malgudi days, Swami burns his cap in protest of British rule. He was part of which freedom movement? So this is a 7-letter word, and it's very interesting. Again, if to refresh your memories, if you remember, Swami gets caught in a protest. This one, even though he's not very happy to be there, he's kind of caught in between. And one of them, literally bullies Swami into burning his cap. And he's very, very, very unhappy. He's like dreading the fact that he has to go home and get scolded by his dad, played by the wonderful, multi-talented Girish Karnad sir. And so then he makes up a story that, look, somebody just snatched my cap and threw it in the fire. So this is the incident. So this was part of which freedom movement?
Right. So just kind of getting all the answers that people have answered for this. And if anyone wants to take a crack at the answer, you can let me know on chat as well. So that
Girish, my friend from Singapore, is there. Would you want to take a crack at it?
Yeah, just kind of unmuting Girish to take a crack at this.
Manju, thank you for for this opportunity. Unfortunately, to be frank, I forget what was the moment.
Oh, that's okay. You better brush up on some history lessons now. Yeah. Incidentally, the clues in the photograph itself. If you see the photograph,
Independence Day. Independence.
So good.
Let me guess.
I'll let you have the.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Wonderful to have family join from Singapore for that question. In no particular order, can we request? I have Anumega, who's also taken a crack at this answer. So Anumega, over to you to take a crack.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, Anumega. Yeah.
So the answer is Swadeshi movement.
Perfect. That's brilliant. Anumega, I like your glasses. They match mine.
Thank you, sir.
Superb. So this is the Swadeshi movement, and everybody who's given us a variation of that, I think we will take it. Boycott movement also. Right. Okay. Got it. Thanks, Anumega, for that answer. And this is the Swadeshi movement. And well done, all of you who cracked it. Looks like Abhijay Arvind is taken at the lead, followed by Shri Kumar, Anumega Datta, Deepta, and Sid Shrikant in the top 5. The next question was a question from Samiksha. She's a student from Bangalore. We just noticed that Samiksha has just dropped off because of some connection issue. So what we will do is ask her question to Master Manjunath. Master Manjunath, the question is, how easy or difficult was it for you to run wearing a dhoti? So that was the question from Samiksha.
Oh my God, that's a very, very pertinent and good question, because it was really, really difficult. And first of all, being comfortable in that dhoti itself was a very difficult thing for a city boy, and so it took quite some time to get used to it. And it's worn in a particular way. And trust me, in the cold of Agumbe, you really, you don't want your dhotis going all over. And more importantly, running next to a train track with all the stones, it was even more painful. So a lot of times, it's like a funny joke that used to keep happening, that Mr. Shankarnag would always tease me or pull my leg by saying, we need one associate director to keep in constant, who's constantly worried on my dhoti, how it is. I would have just pushed it this side, pushed it that side, continuity would have gone, or I'm always worried it's going to fall off. So it was very difficult. But of course, as is with anything, I think after some 10-15 days, I was so comfortable in it, very, very comfortable. And I got really used to it. And let's just say now I avoid dhotis, but if push comes to shove, I like that particular style of wearing dhoti.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I think that's a very perceptive kind of question, right? Like seeing you run and dhoti. Master Ranjan, just wanted to know, right? Like there were a group of children like Rajam, multiple other friends as part of it. How was it to be with them? Are you in touch with them even now?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. See, unfortunately, only one actor in that, child actor, Chetan. I think he's Somu, who played Somu. No, not Somu. One of them. He unfortunately passed away in a road accident long back. Other than that, Rohit, who played Rajam, he happens to be the son of a very famous Kannada actor here, Srina. He himself is a child actor who's acted in plenty of movies. And I knew him before even Malgudi, so we were good friends. Raghuram is in Canada now, and he also came from a stage background. His grandmother was a very, very famous stage actor. And so we were very comfortable because there were very few people who were doing it for the first time. So most of us had, like I had done almost about 23 movies before Malgudi days. And so had Dodi, as we call him, Rajam. And so it was not just the comfort. We were in real life also good friends. I mean, at that time. And till today, we have, in between, of course, we lost touch a little bit. But then once we got the Facebook, the phones and everything, now we are in constant touch with each other. We have a chat group on WhatsApp. So lot of leg pulling, lot of troubling still keeps going on. So a lot of fun with Swami. And of course, I have my own set of friends. So we keep teasing each other, saying, which Swami and his friends, this is that. So it's like that.
Superb. Thanks for that. And just moving on to the next question. And over to...
Absolutely. So the next question is Out of Business, the episode name. Rama Rao stopped selling which sonic mechanical device which was invented by Edison? It's a 10-letter word. Oh, this I think even I don't know.
So a question there from a little bit of science into the Malgudi days.
But I think the picture and the machine that is seen is, I guess, is the device. So if somebody is able to recognize that, I am not able to.
So we have Shreya Pai who wants to take a crack at this answer. Unmuting Shreya to take a crack at this answer.
I think the answer is gramophone.
Is it gramophone? I'm not sure. Oh, I guess it is. It is absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Shreya.
So wonderful, Shreya. You've gotten that answer absolutely right. It was also called the phonograph. So I'm going to give that to everyone who got that right as well. Shreya, where are you joining us from? Which school? You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. I'm joining in from Bangalore and I'm studying in Innisfree House School.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful.
Which grade are you in, Shreya? Which standard?
Sir, I'm in 3rd grade.
You're in 3rd grade. That's nice.
Superb answer there, and so nice to for you to crack that answer. And this
Wow.
is gramophone. And Thomas Alva Edison, the man of 1,000 or more inventions, also came up with the phonograph, which became ultimately the gramophone. So Avijay Arvind looks like he's still keeping the lead, followed by
Wow.
Shish Shrikant, Anumega Datta. So just getting my, Anumega Datta and Shishti and Shreya in the top 5. Well done, all of you. And Adrit is the highest climber. And the next question coming all the way from Sonika Jain, and she is a homemaker from Bangalore, and she has a question for you.
Hi, Sonika.
Okay. How was it working with Shankanag?
Oh, that's a very nice, interesting question and a good question. Shankar Nag sir was a genius, to say. I mean, the easiest word to describe would be a genius. He really did not know the word can't be done, or this cannot happen, right? So he would really push the envelope, and he was not like a typical director who's telling us, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. He was more like a friend. He would sit with us, he's explain, he would take our views, he would take our inputs. So we never felt that, oh, we are working for somebody and somebody is just telling us what to do. So we were given the freedom of discussing scenes and discussing lines and reactions, like why not, why would Swami do this, don't you think he would do this? He would never get upset that, oh, you're a small child, or a small actor, or I'm the director and I'm a bigger actor. Nothing. He would sit patiently and explain. And he was also extremely inventive. So just to give you a couple of incidents. So he suddenly got into his mind that he had to shoot underwater. And again, you guys have to understand, the kind of phones and the cameras that you see today didn't exist. So the camera that we had was used for movie filmmaking. So it was huge. It was a very big thing, and we can't just drop it into a water. So we literally came up with a big drum, a steel drum. He cut out a piece in it, put a glass. He fused it. Then we modified a particular device to put air in it, and we had the cameraman with the drum, dunked him into the river, and we had Anand Nag sir diving into the river, and that's how you see that shot in one of those episodes. And this went on to become like a record, saying, how did these guys manage to shoot underwater, which wasn't practically possible in those days. So he was very inventive, very innovative. And of course, and again, if he once it gets into his mind that he needs a particular shot, he would want it, come what may. So there is another incident where we had to pull down a compound wall just for one shot and rebuild it again. So it may sound, oh my God, why would he do that? But that is how, he had already visualized the whole Malgudi series in his mind. And there's nothing to say, oh, we'll compromise here, we'll do this, we'll do that. No, what he had visualized in his mind is what you have seen on the television. So full credit goes to him. And then, of course, he unfortunately passed away in an accident in 92. So we all miss him. I wish he was there, because our industry and our city would have grown leaps and bounds.
Wow. Master Manjana, that itself shows the genius of the person, right? Like pursuit for the passion, the perfection of that.
In addition to the cinema bit of it, he brought our own re-recording studio over here. In those days, he spent his own money to experiment with prefabricated low-cost housing. He wanted to put a ropeway to Nandi Hills. He wanted to develop the metro way back in 85 itself. He went to London, did the DPR, that is detailed project report, he brought it. So he was really, really not just a forward-thinking person in cinema and wanted to push the envelope there, but even in social causes and in day-to-day life of Bangaloreans, he wanted to make sure development comes. He was one of the first persons he actually bought an old Matador van, modified it to have mobile canteens. So I still remember he just to show that we could do mobile canteens, which is a normal thing today. So he himself, along with Arundhati auntie, came near Kaban Park, started making dosas. Of course, it is a super sellout because half the people wanted to meet him, the other half wanted to eat, dosas and all those things. So that's how versatile and extraordinary he was.
Wow, these are stories. I mean, fantastic. Thank you so much, Master Manjunath. Yeah, wonderful. And with that question, and thank you for that question, Sonika, Jane, and I think the whole family there coming together for that question. The next question on your screens, all of you. Over to Master Manjunath.
On sunny afternoons, locals of Malgudi offered buttermilk to Tanappa for his services. What was his profession? 7-letter word. I think this is a fairly easy one because if you look at his dress and something that he's holding in his hand. So if you remember the episode where he every day goes and on a cycle and distributes certain things, and then in return people are very happy and they actually ask him to read out certain things. So I think there's more than enough clues in what I'm telling. So I hope all of you have got the answer.
Yeah, lots of them, throwing in the answers here. In no particular order, can we request Pramila to take a crack at this answer, please? It's Pramila Menon. Just
Hello.
hello.
Hi, Pramila.
The answer is postman, I think.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. Have you ever received a post from a postman? Pramila? No?
So just getting her to unmute. Yeah, over to Pramila.
Pramila, you've never received a post from a postman? Even today in villages, when the postman goes with the post, those of who can't read usually request him to read out the letter to them.
Okay. I live in Chennai, so I've never actually seen a postman.
Oh,
Wow. So, Pramila, I think, you know what? You should use this weekend, this holidays, to go to a nearby post office and pick up a stamp, have a conversation, or send a small letter to your friend in another part of the country.
absolutely. The joy of writing a letter and sending and receiving a letter is, believe me, far, far, far more better than a WhatsApp or a email or this one. So this is an art of letter writing itself. எத்தனாவது ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ல படிக்கிறேமா பிரமிளா?
Just getting her to be unmuted, Rachna.
Which standard do you study? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, we're just trying from our end. But for
Okay,
some reason,
can you point out the 3rd grade, 4th grade? 4th grade. Awesome.
Super, Pramila. Thanks for that. And a good answer there. This is the postmaster, the postman, Tanappa, and we have Abhijay Arvind still keeping the
My
lead,
God.
followed by Sid Shrikant, Anumega Datta, Shrishti Shreya, and Dr. Pramod is the highest climber. Right, so fantastic. And the next question coming up on your screens, all of you, now.
Often considered great storytellers in literature, Swami is closest to which member of his family? It's a 11-letter word, and again the picture kind of gives a clue. And just to refresh your memories, Swami gets fed by this family member, Badam, because that'll make him strong.
Wow. I think that's ageless advice that does.
Absolutely.
So just to kind of get Shlok, who we could not get on the last time, to unmute, and he's given out an answer. Just getting, yeah, Shlok, are you in a position to hear us?
Answer is grandmother.
Absolutely right. And if any of you remember, she would say, Tammy is what she would say.
And
Sir, I think the
go on.
sir
Go
and
on.
I am attending this quiz with my grandmother.
Oh, nice. Give her a hug. Give her a nice tight hug and a kiss.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was so sweet. So thank you so much,
absolutely.
ma'am and Shlok, for joining in. And that's so cute. Thank you, Shlok, for that answer.
Thank you, sir.
Right, super. So I'm just going to give.
Even parties, right?
Okay, I think we should have just taken party also. Okay, right. Yeah, actually, party in Tamil is
Yes,
grandmother. Yeah. I think we'll just consider that for the answer.
Yeah.
So we have Abhijay, Arvind, Shrikant, Anumega, Shrishti, and Shreya in the top 5. And grandmother, thinking of grandmothers, we have a special guest quiz master in January.
Oh, nice.
A pic of whom you can see in the pic, and she's a grandmother as well. So, in fact, when we ran a survey, Master Manjunath, one of the persons who was very high up in the person they wanted to invite, we wanted to get as part of the family quiz guest quiz master was the person that was being circled in this image here, a younger photo.
A younger photo of a IT.
A veteran.
Absolutely.
And a lot of you have put it, and all your wishes has come through. And Sudha Murthy ma'am has agreed to be our guest quiz master for the next edition. And over to Master Manjunath for this question.
Awesome. Okay, so R.K. Narayan's house in Mysuru was converted into a museum inspired by which poet's house in Stratford in England? It's a 7 and 11 letter word. If you, for again, most of you don't know, he spent a substantial time of his life in this Mysuru house, and the chair that you see is where he would often sit. And incidentally, his grand nephew is a good friend of mine. So there is a story that he almost got to play Swami because he was his grand nephew. But lucky for me, he didn't get that role. So we keep teasing each other, he says, "Hey, you stole my role." I'll say, "It doesn't matter. You almost played Swami." So something like that. So he has described quite a bit of things about Mr. R.K. Narayan and how he was and how he would get inspired on small things, and the attention to details, and of course he used to love coffee, the filter coffee kind, and of course we all being Bangaloreans, I think most of us will like coffee, and yeah. So how many of you got the answers?
So lots of them have answered on chat in no particular order. Can I request Parnika to take a crack at this answer?
The answer is William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare, I guess. Yes, absolutely right. You're right.
Thank you, sir.
Parnika, why are you so far away from the camera?
Sir, I'm here.
Yeah, see, this is much better. You're so pretty, Parnika.
Thank you, sir.
Parnika, where are you joining in from?
Sir, I'm joining in from Mysore.
Very nice. No wonder you knew the answer. Have you read William Shakespeare, any of his books? No?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Don't call me sir. Manju uncle would be better. Sir sounds too formal. Okay,
sir,
Manju uncle.
Uncle, how old were you when you did the shooting for Malgudi Days?
How old are you now?
I am 9.
I was just 1 more year older than that. So I was 10 years old when I did Malgudi Days shooting.
Okay, Uncle. Thank you, Uncle. It
You're
was
welcome,
very nice.
Sweetie. You're welcome.
Superb. And it's probably relatable. Like, she's just about 1 year from Mysore. And we also wanted to kind of share those of you who make a trip to Mysore ever, this is a fantastic place. R.K. Narayan's house is a museum now. and you can see such a beautiful, lighted area it is. It's at a very calm area called Yadavagiri in Mysore. So we would urge all of you to do make a visit to Mysore and go and visit Mr. R.K. Narayan's wonderful house. There's Padma Vibhushan, multiple of his memorabilia, and you can actually feel the vibe of such peace and calm in that house.
I was told there's a map of Malgudi, one of its kind, in that museum.
Oh, wonderful. Master Ranjan, did you get a chance to meet R.K. Narayan, sir?
I did. So while he had come to visit us while we were shooting, and I really had no idea who he was, and I actually mistook him for his brother, and I almost asked him, "Can you draw a sketch for me?" Then later somebody said, "Hey, that's not him, that's his brother." I was like, "Oh, okay." Later when I did my bachelor's and I took English literature as one of my major subjects, that's when I realized with whom I had interacted, and it was such a nice feeling, because the one other time I met him was to celebrate the success of Malgudi Days, and more specifically Swami. And he kind of came close to me, patted me on my head and my back, and he said, "You're exactly as you acted exactly as what I had imagined Swami to act." So it was such an awesome compliment. Of course, that on that day I didn't realize what kind of a compliment it was, but much later, I realized that's an extraordinary compliment, and I'm so thankful. I'm much more thankful to him to have written such a wonderful masterpiece. And I think that story and the kind of writing that he did has made a lot of difference in how actually Swami or Malgudi Days came out to be.
Wonderful. And again, huge fans of the work. So here are some snapshots from the house itself for all of you. Right. And just a quick shout out to all of you. Go ahead and put on, any of the social media platforms and use hashtag Swami at Kushala, and one lucky winner will get a prize, and we will announce it at 3 p.m. at our sub-junior quiz edition. That's a Christmas edition, so all of you are invited to be part of that quiz as well. And request all of you to go out and put out that link. And now we've come to the moment. And I have to say, Master Manjunath, thank you so much for being part of the quiz. We have a small question answer session with like a couple more children. And we would request all of you to switch on your videos for a second and probably get a book from R.K. Narayan sir, which you can bring to the frame. And we would love to get you all on frame. So I have this book, which is on Indian epics retold by R.K. Narayan sir. So over to all of you, if you can all switch on your videos for a second. And I can see a couple of Malgudis. Oh, wonderful. So your moment to have a photo with Master Manjunath. So fantastic. Thank you all. Can you all switch on your videos? A couple of minutes. Oh, thank you all. Team, I hope we are taking off all the photos. Fantastic. Superb. Okay. Thank you all, and thank you so much, Master Manjunath, for making this happen. And for me, I'm absolutely fascinated by the stories that you told of Shankar Naik sir and everything else about making filmmaking and that classic series. Thank you so much. And we have some questions from our families, so I'll just take a quick. Okay, I think we've got all the photos. Thank you all for switching on the video for the same. Wonderful. So now we have some questions. And first of the questions coming in from, we have Atula, who has a question for Master Manjunath. So Atula, over to you for the first question.
Sure. Hi, Master Manjunath.
Hello, hi, good afternoon, Atula.
Thank you for coming, and it's been such a pleasure to listen to all your stories and reliving our childhood memories. So thank you so much for that.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
My question for you is like, if Swami was a grown-up man today living in Malgudi, what will be the work that he'll be doing, and what would be his life like?
So if I were to take that question as Swami does grow up in that era, he in all probability would follow in his father's footsteps, I guess, because in that era, typically the boys would typically follow in the father's footsteps. So he might have been a lawyer, or he could be a teacher. I don't see Swami doing anything other than these two. And of course, he would still be living a simple life in Agumbe or Malgudi, and he would still be friends with Mani.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that question, Atula. And in fact, the next person we have is Mahima, who has a question for you, Master Manjunath. Just getting Mahima unmuted for the question. Okay, team, can we just get Mahima on call?
Yeah, sorry for the glitches.
No problem.
Manjunath, it's nice to connect with you.
Namaste, Mahima.
These are my kids, and honestly, they are very good in acting. They like enacting in videos. So we made a lot of good videos, like exactly like Lakdi Ki Kathi, enacting exactly the original song of the movie, right? So, but we are all like trapped in all these academics, and they are all studying in good schools in Bangalore. So I just would like to understand, like keeping this academics in parallel, which has to be our first focus. How can I nurture their passion about acting, passion about doing something which they like to?
Very, very good question, and very important question, because I genuinely feel all kids have extraordinary abilities which needs to be identified and then of course nurtured. Given the fact that in today's day and age, a lot of pressure is there on the academics, what I found, I mean, I have a 10-year-old too. So what I found is, and especially, and he's very much into stage shows. So we are carefully trying to encourage that part of him through the school itself. I'm sure the school has some options where they can perform and all that. So I would definitely recommend to take active interest in the drama department of the school if it has. And if it doesn't, there are a lot of, especially if you reach out to Rangashankara, I'm assuming you're from Bangalore. If not, I'm sure each city has a small amount of, a very committed stage or drama troops or places. So I would definitely recommend maybe taking a weekend course where they can teach the basic nuances and the final parts of the acting skill. Of course, now with YouTube and access to Facebook and information is so high, you can definitely give it a shot on trying to showcase their abilities online, and it's a very, very interesting and fascinating world. Of course, there are risks involved of the same being misused. But if you see the overall exposure, especially after COVID, kids are anyway now completely immersed in taking information and giving information on the internet. So with some good monitoring, I'm sure you will be able to nurture it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Really nice.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mahima, the kids, and I saw grandfather there also in this frame. Thank you all for joining in and for that question. In fact, some of the questions on chat include, we have Mariska who wants to know, do you still play cricket? Mariska, do you want to just getting Mariska to ask that question quickly, just unmuting Mariska.
Do you still play cricket? Like I seen that you used to play cricket in the Malgudi days. So do you still play cricket now?
I am absolutely I'm absolutely a crazy fan of cricket. So cricket, I love cricket. I used to genuinely play. I went up to the under 16 state level. Then I had to choose between either continuing acting or playing cricket. And those days, cricketers were not getting paid as much as they get paid now. So I kind of had to choose between one of them. So I chose acting. And I love cricket. And even today during lockdown this time, so me and a bunch of my friends in the apartment, we just couldn't resist. So we got together, we started playing cricket. We got scolded by the neighbors. We were, requesting the neighbors to throw the ball back. So we still do it. And believe me, there's no such thing as, you've become old to play cricket. Gully cricket is the best. You make up your own rules and a lot of fun. So a funny thing is, I used to be really good at playing straight drive because in my gully where I learned it, I couldn't hit either offside or leg side because both had glasses. So we couldn't. So I was a very, very good, hitter of the ball straight. And of course, later in the ground, I realized I could do other things too. But yeah, I love cricket.
Okay,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that question, Mariska. And I think the last question, Mr. Manjunath, we have Kushal Sharma, who really wanted to ask you a question. So we're just unmuting him.
Hello, sir. I'm Kushal.
Hi, Kushal.
Sir, my question is that, sir, you are a Kannada actor, like you're from Karnataka.
Correct.
So, were there any problems during the Malgudi days that you have to learn Hindi? So, because it's an entirely different language.
Absolutely. A very, very good question. Interesting question. I really struggled a lot. So, as you rightly pointed out, I'm from Karnataka, and I had done a lot of Kannada movies till then. But I had done one small role in Utsav with Girish Karnad sir as the director. So, and of course, in school we had the basic Hindi, not the way you communicate. I mean, and again, this Hindi was more, when I say not non-Bombay Hindi, if you can call it that. So it was really difficult for us to get the khs and ghs and in the right places and the commas and full stop. So what I would do usually is learn the dialogue first, learn it in Kannada. Then I understand what I'm trying to say. And then, of course, mug the Hindi part of it and then run through it. And interestingly, I don't know how many of you know, Malgudis were shot simultaneously both in Hindi and English. So we had to do everything twice in 2 takes. So one take in Hindi and one take in English. And of course, unlike now, I could hardly speak English. So a lot of effort went in, a lot of challenges were there. But of course, being young, one advantage is you learn very quickly. So by end of week 2, I was decent at speaking Hindi at least.
So can you speak like fluent Hindi now?
No, I can't. I can speak Hindi. I can manage. मैं manage कर सकता हूँ. मगर इधर कोई बात करने वाला नहीं है. So the flow of communication is only good when you are constantly talking. So it sounds really horrible when I speak Hindi. But of course, when I do go to Delhi or Bombay, couple of days I get the hang of it.
So can you say some sentences in Hindi, please?
आप मुझे पूछिए तो उसको आंसर दे सकता हूँ या नहीं वो देखा जाएगा.
सर मैं
आप क्या कर रहे हैं? आप क्या पढ़ रहे हैं?
सर नहीं अभी तो
नहीं अभी आप स्कूलिंग हो गया आपका?
हाँ नहीं मेरी स्कूलिंग तो चल रही 10th में हूँ मैं अभी.
अच्छा 10th में. हाँ कब एग्जाम्स कब है?
प्री बोर्ड्स तो अभी खत्म हुए थे हमारे, अब बोर्ड्स होंगे मार्च में.
So I think
this much I can manage. I can't go into any extensive this one. So one good thing about Bangalore is you tend to pick up Kannada, of course, Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, English, and a smattering of little bit of Malayalam here and there. Gujarati, of course, Punjabi. You can't really say I know very well, but I can understand that. So I had a lot of friends, and so I can understand a lot of language. I may not be able to speak, but I do get the hang of what they are speaking.
Wonderful. Thanks for that question, Kushal. In fact, I've struggled with Hindi when I was studying in Pune and still, like as Master Manjunath said, little smattering of I can manage. So thank you so much for that question. And Master Manjunath, a hearty thanks for you to joining in for this quiz. And I don't want to take more time of your schedule. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
And, we had some more questions of some children. I think we'll share it with you. You could probably post it. If there was one message for all children here, I think we can end with that. What would be your message for all our children families here?
So my message, or you can say my heartfelt request, is please focus on your studies. I know it is very tempting to do a lot many more things, and you want to have fun, you want to play games, all that is all fine. But when you do study, try your best to give it your 100% attention. And trust me, despite all that I have done or haven't done, it is education. It is education that is saving me today, or making sure I earn a decent living and a decent life. So education is absolutely important. And those of you who can, if possible, try to sponsor a child's education for those unfortunate childs, or sponsor a book. Try to help them maybe with your old smartphones. so that they are also able to learn. And believe me, it'll make a world of difference in a child's life. There's a saying like, you can feed somebody, but if you teach them how to earn themselves, or if you give them the opportunity to learn and earn themselves, you've literally saved their life. So I genuinely request from my side, and especially during this COVID time, a lot of learning gap has happened. And if any of you have the ability to take another 10 more minutes extra to help out a fellow student or a maid's kid, please do. Believe me, it'll make a lot of difference in their life.
Thank you for that heartfelt message. And in fact, Kushala, that's one of our lessons, to use questions and stories to really spark that curiosity of learning, and to build compassion amongst, I think that's the more important thing we need today in this world. Thank you so much, Master Manjunath.
Thank you.
And Master Manjunath will be there for last declaration of the lucky draw winners.
Sure.
We'll just request for you to come back again at that time, sir.
Sure.
Thank you. And we had Atula's question and Mahina's question. And round 2 is Long Visual Connect. I will get Shija, my co-quiz master, to run the Long Visual Connect every week, every month. We have a Long Visual Connect, a set of visuals which has a common theme run over. Over to Shija for the question.
Thank you, Raghav. So let's move ahead and take a look at an example of a long visual connect. So in week 1, if we showed you a picture of Queen Margherita, in week 2, we showed you a picture of Domino's, week 3, we showed you pineapple, and week 4, we showed you the flag of Italy. Then the overall connect that we're looking for is a pizza. So here was the first set from the December series. Look at all the pictures and all the words on your screen. This was the second set from the December series. And finally, this is the third set today. So there is something that says small O, official timekeeper, and a logo of something really popular. And finally, can you guess the overall theme for the month of December? Right, so we've been revealing a bunch of images and clues for all of you, and it's finally time to find out the overall connect for the month of December. Let's see how many of you get it right. Answers are pouring in, less than 10 seconds remaining. Recall all the clues that you must have seen over this month. And here it is. Let's take a look. A bunch of different answers coming in, but the one here that says Greek alphabet is absolutely right. That was the overall connect for the month of December, which is Greek alphabets. So we'll take you through the answers. The first one was Delta, then Psi was the name of the performer, and an infinitely small amount is iota. So this is the picture from a minimalist poster from Life of Pi. So Pi, alphabets is in the domain name, and Chi is the name of Shifu. Then here we have small o, which stands for Omicron. Then we have the official timekeeper of the Olympics is known as Omega. And finally, gamma rays turned Frankenstein into a monster. And last week's Long Visual Connect winners are Rajiv Ratnam, Nainika S, and Anumegha Datta. Congratulations to all of you. Winners of last week's leaderboard are Anumegha Datta, Abhijay Arvind, Rahul Acharya, Shlok Venkataraman, Nainika, Amrita, Rohan, Rajiv, Sanvi, and Varun. Again, a big congratulations to all of you. So we also have a beginner's luck contest. So a contest for the first time participants only. So please do perform well, and you'll win some great prizes as well. And the beginner's luck winners from last week are Piyush Janoti, Bhavya, Abhinav Kumar, Shivani, and Gunika Gulati. And last week's Critical Thinking Pro was we made a little mistake on our Long Visual Connect slide and wrote November instead of December. Rohan and Nainika rightly pointed it out. So congratulations to both of you. So with that, we'll move on to round 3. Over to Raghav.
Yeah, thanks for that, Shija. And the idea of the Long Visual Connect is to really build lateral thinking among children. Some of you, cracker of an answer with Greek alphabets there. Round 3 starting out. So here it is. Again, we have another connect the images. So go ahead and take a crack at this theme. It's a 4-letter word. Look at all these people. We have a book called Half Dash, which is a biography of P.V. Narasimha Rao, the former Prime Minister of India, a Greek, Egyptian goddess. We have a packet of famous Arabian dates. It's a company that's behind it. Of course, you know the IPL team with the color and the constellation. What connects all of these elements? So lots of you who have taken a crack at this answer.
There's an audio element too. So
right. So do we have Sahana to take a crack at this theme? So Sahana, over to you. What do you think is the answer?
Sir, the answer is king.
Okay, so good guess, Sahana. You've thought through the thing, but just you need to think a little more. King of something, right? So we have just unmuting. Good guess, Sahana. I would say that's a good guess. So just unmuting one more Sahana in the group. Sahana, do you want to take another crack?
Yeah, so I think the answer is lion.
And you want to explain this? Why do you think it's lion?
So basically, the pictures of the IPL team is Chennai Super Kings. The constellation was Leo, and the lion dates cut the answer.
So lion dates, and that is Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess with a lion's head, and Narasimha Rao. Narasimha is lion, this one, right? So that's the book's name is called Half Lion, and that is the connection, and a great answer there from Sahana and everybody else who cracked that answer too. So I'm just quickly going to check if there are some more answers, close to lion, and we will accept that as well. So that was it. I think we are through. And with that, lion was what we were looking for. Looks like Abhijay, Ethan, Anumega, Shrishti, and Rajiv Ratnam are in the top 5. The next question, over to Shrija.
Here's the next question on your screen. Swami is the vice captain of MCC and also called the Tate because he is good at the sport. What does MCC stand for? Is it Malgudi Chess Club? Is it Malgudi Cricket Club? Is it Malgudi Cycling Club? Or is it Malgudi Croquet Club? So we just talked a lot about Malgudi. So take a clue from that and try to figure out this answer. And yes, Malgudi Cricket Club, 67 of you getting it absolutely right. So here's the scoreboard. Ethan is in the lead, followed by Shrishti, Rajiv, Ratnam, Anumegha, and Abhijay. 11 players have reached the answer streak of 9 with that question.
And also, in the quiz, we would have incepted some errors. And those who are sharp enough to spot it get a critical thinking pro. So that's the critical thinking pro for some of the newcomers of the quiz. So just pointing that out. And we have our YouTube channel at Q-Shala where we curate fun stories and many other interesting nuggets of interesting from history, culture, literature, music, art, and sciences. So go ahead and subscribe for our YouTube channel at Q-Shala. We have some Q-Shala curate videos that will come your way every week. So we look forward for your subscription there. And the next question is a puzzle question. So recently, of course, India was proud with this achievement. Arrange these women in order of order of the year they represented India in the Miss Universe pageant, earliest to latest. So from the oldest to the latest is how you need to kind of put them in order. So go ahead and arrange these women who represented the Miss Universe pageant contest. Right, we have Sushmita Sen, Juhi Chawla, Lara Datta, and of course Hana Sandhu. So go ahead. I'm pretty sure one would be a very easy guess for you to arrange. The others are some, inky pinky ponky that you may have to do, or even knowing their timelines, you should be in a position to crack it. Waiting for your answers on this and looking forward to the question for you to give away your answer. Please remember to click on the Kahoot button to indicate your answer after you've rearranged the order on your Kahoot screens, and 63% of you getting that right. So first among them was, of course, Juhi Chawla, followed by Ms. Sushmita Sen, Lara Datta, And of course, recently, Harna Sandhu, who became the Miss Universe. So that's the right answer. We have Shrishti taking a lead, followed by Anumega, Abhijay, Parnika, and Shreya in the top 5. 5 players have had an answer streak of 3. Over to Shrija for the next question.
Here's the next question for all of you. British Indian Leena Nair recently became the CEO of which famous luxury fashion brand? Is it Chanel? Is it Gucci? Is it Adidas? Or is it Nike? So take a look at the picture clue as well. Try to remember if you've read about it in the news as well. And yes, 47 of you getting it right. It is Chanel. Anumegha taking the lead with this question, followed by Shrishti, Parnika, Abhijay, and Shreya. Ramya Char is back in the game with 3 in a row. Over to Raghav for the next one.
Yeah, many Indians making us all proud. We're taking up many interesting and important positions across the world. And that's Miss Leena Nair, who was the Chief Human Resource Officer of the Unilever Group, who's presently the CEO of Coco Chanel. So next question. In the 1960s, Hallmark commissioned which Spanish surrealist painter to make Christmas cards? Right? This surrealist painter was involved in many other, works as well, including something relating to Air India. Space repetition for you. Vincent van Gogh, Leonardo da Vinci, Claude Monet, or Salvador Dali? The right answer is Salvador Dali, and Salvador Dali was the one behind, very interesting ashtrays that he had made for the Air India as well. And he also created the logo of Chupa Chups, the famous candy from Europe. So yes, so Anumega Datta takes the lead, followed by Shreya, Abhijay, Rajiv Ratnam, and Amrita in the top 5. Well done, all of you. Next question, over to Shrija.
Here's the next question from the world of science and technology. Nicknamed as Techno King, who was named as the Time Magazine's 2021 Person of the Year? Is it Ted Turner? Is it Mark Zuckerberg? Is it Barack Obama? Or is it Elon Musk? So again, the picture clue here, take a look at all the clues highlighted in the question as well. And yes, 59 of you getting it absolutely right. It is Elon Musk. With that, Anumegha is still in the lead, followed by Abhijay, Rajiv, Shreya, and Amrita. 5 players have reached the answer streak of 9 with this question. Over to Raghav.
Right. So from Elon Musk being the Time Person of the Year, which city has gone fully 100% paperless? And this city is behind the world famous Expo 2020. Are we talking about Dubai, Singapore, London, Paris? In fact, I think the Expo is for 2021 as well. But which famous city has gone fully paperless? In fact, full digitization of the government records and so on. That must be pretty cool. Dubai has taken the lead there. And that's the right answer. 59 of you cracking that in style. Looks like the leaderboard seems to have not moved at all. And the next question.
So here's the next question. Identify the brand that recently gave wings to Max Verstappen in 2021 FIA Formula 1 World Championship. So is it Ferrari, is it Red Bull, is it Mercedes, or is it McLaren? So video clue playing for you as well. Take a look at it. All right. And yes, 54 of you getting it right. It is Red Bull, something that gives you wings. Over to Raghav.
Yes, and we've come to the end of our Malgudi edition of our quiz. We would love to know what was your favorite question of the quiz today. And I should tell you, some of the nuggets shared by Master Manjunath really made my day, especially how Shankanath sir put camera into the see-through. That's ingenuity, right? And so much more about the Swami and friends, the revelations of filming in Album Bay, and truly getting Malgudi to all of us. So we would love to hear your feedback. Thank you all for... Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for those questions. Right. So next one, we have a WhatsApp group where we share updates about the family quiz and many of our Kushala initiatives. We share an interesting question every day with a nugget. So go ahead, and if you want to be part of our WhatsApp group, we will share it on chat and you can be part of it. And the last one, and we're waiting for it, the lucky draw winners we will show on your screen, and the announcement for all the family quiz members. Kushala is almost every weekend coming out with the family quiz. At the end of the year, we're taking a break. This will be our last quiz, and almost the Malgudi quiz kind of is symbolic. We'll be taking a break for the next 2 weekends, and we'll be back on Jan 9th. And Jan 9th has a very interesting this one. So we had Miss Kairanisa who had come down, and she's come with a beautiful book, Smash It Butterfingers, about introducing sports to young children. And we may have a special guest quiz master for the 9th of January. And of course, 16th of January is when we have Ms. Sudhamurthy ma'am join us for the family quiz. And that will be a special edition, just as how we had today. We look forward to having you all join us in the new year. And from Team Kushala, a hearty Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay back till the end. The last question for the lucky draw winners that we will make an announcement of. Top 40 winners. Don't forget to send in your address on chat, and you stand to win a wonderful book, personally autographed by Master Manjunath. I think that will be a memorabilia to keep for a lifetime. So over to the podium finishers of the quiz of today. Our third place is Rajiv Ratnam, 15 on 15. Fantastic. Abhijay Arvind in the second place. And winning the Malgudi edition of our quiz is Anumega Datta. Fantastic. And Amrita and Rahul Acharya in the top 5, 4th and 5th place. Congratulations, all of you. Do drop in your address on chat so that we will keep in tab. And thank you all. And the last thing we were all waiting for, the lucky draw winners. And if we can just request Master Manjunath to be here to announce that to all of you. He's back with us. Thank you, sir. And just getting the team to share the screen with the lucky draw winners.
Unmute.
Hello.
Oh, wonderful to have Master Manjunath's son with us also. What's your name?
My name is Vedant.
Vedant, wonderful. Where are you? Which school do you go to, Vedant? Can you just repeat that?
Neve Academy.
Neve Academy.
Neve Academy. And fantastic to have you also join in with Master Manjunath. Hope you enjoyed the quiz on the other side there.
No, he was outside at that time. So, you want to spin, Edu? There you go.
So all the participants are there. We have started the spin. And
okay, so the lucky draw winner is Srishti.
Right, super. We have Shrishti, who's the lucky draw winner, and all the rest.
And this is our other
member of the family.
Oh, the winner is Raghuram and Rajkumar and NBSP. I'm not sure.
Okay, and I think that's the family that is there. And what's the name of the cat?
Cat's name is Cookie.
Wonderful. We have Cookie on frame as well. Arjun Shivakumar is the third lucky draw winner for the quiz. Fantastic. And we have next with Master Manjunath announcing.
The next winner, Girish Pawar. Giri.
Superb. So we will have the last one here, the fifth one. And
the next winner is Vidisha Swaika.
Right. So that's Vidisha Swaika. And thank you all. We will we'll send out an email with all the lucky draw winners. Thank you all. Okay, so there Yeah, we will send in the other lucky draw winners on this one. So just in the interest of time, thank you so much, every one of you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And Master Manjunath, so very thank you for making this so special. And
all of you can wish me a week ahead. Next week is my birthday also. So,
oh, and wishing you a happy birthday and a great year ahead from all of us, all families.
thank you.
from
Thank
across.
you. Thank you. It was really nice to talk to you all.
Thank you so much, sir. And I see so many chats coming here saying happy birthday, Manju uncle.
Yeah.
And, from Swami.
Okay, incidentally, I didn't say it's on 23rd.
So we will send out our this one, sir. Thank you so much for that. Thank you all, and see you from Team Q-Shala. Thank you, Master Manjunath, for making this again a very special and it's almost symbolic to end the year with you being part of the quiz. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And